Hey guys, Color reviewing set 76207 Attack on New Asgard. This set released May 1st this year, retails for €20 and comes with 3 minifigures. And with that said, let's get into the review. So the first minifigure I haven't said is Thor, who is using his new Love and Thunder look, which I think looks pretty good, especially without the helmet. The helmet looks really bad. If you've seen it, you know what I mean, but it looks horrendous. This suit though, without the helmet, it looks fantastic. The face print is just a reuse of the same Thor print that they've been using maybe since 2020. I know it was used in the Endgame sets last year, but I'm not sure how old it is. Removing his hairpiece, you can see at the back it is just like a smiling face, while at the front it's a much cooler, like lightning powered up face, definitely like Thor Ragnarok inspired. His hairpiece is just the Qui-Gon Jinn piece in like a light brown, and his accessory is just the Stormbreaker, which is completely brick built as you can see, and it does kind of fall apart easily there. Unfortunately, the cape is a 4+ cape, which means it's a one-hole one, which means it sticks out the back, doesn't go like up against the torso, but it is easy to flip up, just without his hairpiece on. And then there you can kind of see the back print, which looks pretty good. This suit looks really good, which is surprising because from the concept art they got teased back in like, what was it, January this year, it looked really bad. Like the helmet ruins this suit, but without the helmet on, it looks pretty cool. Also forgot to mention, this is one rare example of new LEGO Marvel figures having like printing. That is really great, and I know that shouldn't be a compliment, but that is really great to see. But with all that said, let's move on to the next minifigure in the set. So the next minifigure up here in this set is Jane Foster's Thor, who I believe is called Mighty Thor now. I think this is the first ever Jane Foster minifigure we've ever gotten, which is surprising. Overall, this minifigure looks really great. The new helmet and hairpiece combo is really great to see. My only complaint though is, again, it's the 4+ cape, but also that Mjolnir has no printing on it. If you've seen the trailers or any screenshots from the movie, you'll know that it's kind of like it's cracked while like the thunder since it was destroyed back in Thor Ragnarok. But fortunately, LEGO kind of cheaped on this, and they were like, no, let's not print it. Removing her helmet, you can kind of see her face print there. It's just an angry look. At the back, it is a sort of neutral face, which also looks slightly off-centered at the back. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess might as well flip up the cape to see the torso print there, which again looks pretty good. And at the front, you can see more of the armor. And also, we have printing on the legs. Big dubs in this set overall, which I know is a really bad compliment to make because you'd think like every minifigure would have leg printing, but it's just a thing that LEGO Marvel lacks for some reason. That really sucks. But anyway, not too much else to say here. Let's move on to the next and last minifigure in the set, who also turns out to be the most disappointing minifigure in this set. This is Gorre, the God Butcher. Really hyped when he was announced to be returning, or well, being introduced into the MCU, being played by Christian Bale of all people. But this minifigure is really bad. This does not look like him from the comics, which, again, the movie version doesn't. He doesn't have the weird, like, head things that the Twi'leks have in Star Wars, but, like, come on, this is, like, a really bad minifigure. First of all, there's no leg printing. Aside from the fact that this is just really bad printing overall. Like, I'm not expecting arm printing or anything for, like, the cloak, but, like, you really couldn't have given him his hood or, like, a cape or something. This just looks kind of bad in my opinion. It doesn't really, like, match the way his suit looks in the movies or even in the comics. Like, this just looks like he's wearing bandages or something. But, like, I don't know, it's a bit weird. The face print is really great. But again, the back printing on the head is like off-centered. I don't know if that's a major problem with these like minifigures, but if it is, let me know in the comments. His sword though is just a basic sword mold, which, let's be real, I don't think LEGO would have like made a new sword mold for 2 sets. Which also I forgot to mention as well. These minifigures also do come in the Goat Boat set. That set looks really bad and is overpriced, so I'd recommend getting this set to get these minifigures. Also, there's a look at his back torso, which Again, it's kind of disappointing. Overall, this is the most disappointing minifigure in this Thor wave, which is disappointing in itself. But anyway, let's move on to the build of the set. So, taking a look at the build, this is a strange thing. This hasn't appeared in the trailers yet. I tried to look it up. This has not appeared in the comics either. This just seems like a thing that LEGO made up. I looked up on the LEGO Shop at Home website. It really does sound like it's something LEGO made up for this wave because there's just no reference for it, which is definitely believable. If you look back to the No Way Home sets in the Sanctum Workshop, there was a strange little monster there that just did not appear in the movie whatsoever. And I have a feeling this might be another case. Either that or this is like a monster or god or whatever that Gorre has already killed, either in the beginning of the movie, off screen, or just a way to demonstrate his power. Who knows? It looks very strange. Like, I don't know what it's meant to be. It's called the Shadow Monster or Shadow Being, whatever it is. It uses quite a few stickers here on the mouth, as well as, I guess, the hands. Flipping around to the back, it's very exposed. It's just a weird thing overall. It's also got claws, which are very, like, 2D. There's no, like, defining features about them. You can still hold the minifigure, though, if I just twist it like that and put the claws in. You can have them hold a minifigure like that or just sideways. So it will fall out. Again, it's very strange. Obviously, as well, the mixel ball joints, they are not in green, which is to be expected. LEGO would just refuse to recolor these pieces. But overall, this is just a weird thing. Again, similarities to that weird monster from the No Way Home sets. It also has the same type of legs and stuff. This thing is weird. I don't know. Who knows? I may be coming back to this video when the movie comes out, and that we will know what this is. But right now, this is a strange little thing, and is the main reason why people aren't buying the set is because, again, this thing, it is weird. There's no description over it. But anyway, let's move on to the instructions. So taking a look at the instructions, which for some reason, I don't know what it is with these, but like the colors seem like a lot darker on this than on the box, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my eyes acting up. Here there is no ad for the God boat or the Go boat. It's just the mechs, which it's fair enough, I guess, to kind of push them since they were delayed from January to April. But yeah, not too much else to say, so let's move on to the box and my final opinion. Anyway, taking a look at the front of the box, you have both Thors here, both with like lightning eyes, and the cracked Mjolnir, as well as the Avengers logo for some reason, with the Love and Thunder branding. And flipping it around, you have the Marvel logo, as well as some, I guess, intended play features you can do with your imagination, or whatever. And here you have the LEGO version of both the Thors. And just flipping it around again. Jeez. It's a strange set, I don't know what to say. It's also like a very long box, like a very short and long one. I was not expecting to be this like size or shape. But for €20 for 3 like minifigures, so you can only get in like a €70 set that looks really bad. I would recommend get the set just for the minifigures. Maybe try to get it under 20, maybe 15 at most, because this build is not very pleasing. And it's just weird in general. I don't know what else to say about that. Also, just a thing I noticed as well, they added Jane Foster to the box thing, the comic look on the Infinity Saga sets. But again, overall, this is a weird set. I would recommend you get this over the Goat Boat. Don't know how many times I've said that in this review, but it's a weird set. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.